Good afternoon, dear parents. This is Mr. Sharafuddin speaking to you, Family Engagement and Community Liaison for Hamada Educational Services and all HES Academies. And with me is Dr. Abed, the Principal for Star International Academy 3 through 12. Welcome, Dr. Abed, for the Family Engagement broadcast.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Our presentation today will be about Power School Parent Portal, how to stay informed with your child's grades, and it will be translated into Arabic. نرحب بالأهالي جميعا في البث المباشر للمشاركة الأسرية، وسوف يكون برنامجنا اليوم حول بوابة الإلكترونية لتطبيق الباور سكول، كيف يمكنك البقاء على اطلاع على علامات طفلك. معكم وسام شرف الدين، مسؤول المشاركة الأسرية والاجتماعية في مؤسسة حمادة التعليمية، والدكتور عدنان العابد، مدير مدرسة ستار انترناشونال أكاديمي. سوف نبدأ ببعض التحديثات مع الدكتور عابد. We're going to start with some updates with Dr. Abed.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, our parents. I hope we also have some students joining us. So the purpose of this meeting, honestly, just very brief. I will go through kind of 5 points to help you as parents how to adjust to this kind of remote learning or virtual learning. It's something different and something new for everybody, even for us. But as everybody said, through my experience from last year and this year, there are few steps that you can take to help you in this kind of a transition, and to help you also how you meet the needs of your student. So الهدف من هذه 5-10 minutes أو 5 دقائق مساعدة الأهالي كيف حقيقة أولياء الأمور كيف يتعاملوا مع طلابهم، ويحدثوا شوية تغييرات من أجل مساعدتهم في عملية التعلم عن بعد، لأنه حقيقة التعلم عن بعد متعب للكل، للمعلم، للطالب، للأهل، للأدمنستريتورز وللمدراء. ولكن إن شاء الله يعني بالهدف إنه to help you with those 5 steps, to consider them and to apply them with your student at your home so you can have a good transition. Go next, please. الستيب الأول إنه be flexible, but at the same time be consistent with daily schedule. يعني إحنا we know kids they are going through daily schedule from 7:55 to 3:15, but they have a break lunch, they have live sessions 2 or 3 times a day. The other 2 days also they have a lot of work. So you have to have a flexible but consistent. Yani if he's going to the virtual, he have to be ready for the virtual 5 minutes before, take attendance, answer the communication questions. What are the teacher asking them to do? What the administrating asking them to do? So a student need a structure and a procedure. Like in normal life, in the classroom, there are procedures. Kids love, human being in general, they like to be organized and have a structure and have procedures. At the same time, you can say, hey, my child, I would like you to do these things 1, 2, 3, 4 by this time, before your lunch, in the evening. And then they have a choice. They have to be also involved in the choice. The student has to pick what they want to do first. So that's what I meant by when I say يعني الطالب has to have عنده نوع من الانضباط ومن الجدول الزمني، في بريك، في فترة طعام، في راحة، يخرج برا في يعني في جدول يومي كأنه بالمدرسة. مع انه يعني حصص المدرسة هي من نص ساعة، فبظل عنده أكثر من وقت من 30 minutes، بس you have to organize it for him what he has to do first، وخلي هو جزء من عملية النظام أو الإجراءات المتبعة حتى يكون هو يعني own this، يعني يملك هذا لما أنت تشمله بهذا القرار. الخطوة الثانية be patient. There are يعني these are hard times. It's a lot of times overwhelming. Sometimes in the morning, sometimes with different topic. It's a math question. A lot of stress. The teachers are stressful. We are stressful. You are stressful as a parent. You have to go to your work. So be patient. يعني لما تكون الإنسان صبور بيكون قادر على انه يتحمل الضغط والستريس. We are all together in this. احنا كلنا مع بعض واحنا لخدمتكم بهذا الموضوع. فعشان هيك also take breaks وخلي الولد ياخذ يعني make your child take 5 minutes break, 10 minutes breaks, come back to the work again. So انت as a parents also you as a parents need some breaks, because honestly it's very hard, and I work from 7:15 until 4:15. But every an hour I go walk around in the hallway, move around, because you don't, it make you stiff, it make you stress with this kind of type of job. And then you go back to the work. So that's what you need to create, the routine, the procedure, where the kids and you also patient. I know it's frustrating, but we are all, like we said, together, and we are here to support you. Can you go next, please? Reach to your child teacher for help. They have spent all summers, and they also have prep times. They have the weekdays. They prepare to meet the needs of your student. So they will give you time. I am confident they will give you time. They will reach back to you, and be patient with them, and also respectful. We are all in this together. Reach to us. We are in the office from 7:15, sometimes 7 until 4:15. Just call, email. I have this problem. I address daily between 5, sometimes 20 issues happening, technology, uploading, all these kind of Chromebooks. Just reach to your teacher first. If you could not, for any reason, because she is also teaching back to back, hour to hour, like normal instruction, call the office, call me. I said before, my extension 105, ask for me. I will immediately call you back. So نحكي دائما تواصل مع المعلم، تواصل مع المعلم بأي شغلة أو بأي شيء، بأي assignment، بأي technology problem، مشكلة بالكروم بوك، مع المعلم أولا، ثم مع المين أوفيس. جالسين إحنا نستنى منكم المكالمة والتواصل حتى نخدمكم ونخدم أولادكم إن شاء الله. طيب، الخطوة الرابعة وقبل الأخيرة، make your child have face-to-face interaction with their teacher. Please, this is very important. The kids cannot just go to classroom and do the work. They need to go virtual, to meet, to attend. It's very important to students to see their teacher, to see their peers, because that's what is learning is. Learning is happen when we are interacting face-to-face. It doesn't happen by, oh, read this, then you do the exam, do this homework and do this exam. They have to see at least twice their teacher, so they are aware about update or what's going on. So that's, please، احنا نحكي برجاء منكم انه تحاولوا دائما انه اولادكم يقابلوا المعلمين وجها لوجه من خلال المنصة التعليم الإلكتروني. ليس كافي انه بحل الواجبات او كذا، كل طالب بحاجة انه يشوف معلمه، ومش بس تطلع على ويب سايت او شغله وفيديو، لا، هو بحاجه ان يتقابل مع معلمه يشوفه، وما في اي شيء. المعلمين بالمناسبه ما they are not allowed to record. They are not recording these video, those interaction. If you feel like انه there is a problem, no, they are not recording. Take my word, they are not. ما في تسجيل للقاءات الفيرتشوال من قبل المعلمين او من قبل المدرسه. هي اللقاءات تنتهي بمجرد ما تنتهي الحصة مع المعلم، لكن هذه اللحظات النص ساعة مهمة جدا من أجل أن الطالب يشوف صديقه، يشتغل مع صديقه، يتعلم مع صديقه، يتعلم من معلمه. رجاء هذه مهمة جدا، ولا تخشوا من موضوع التسجيل. لكن هناك في الأيام اللي ما بيكون فيها اللقاء اللي هو الفوري أو المباشر، المعلم بيكون حاطط ريكوردينج، الطالب مش موجود فيها، لكن المعلم بيكون سجل هذا المادة التعليمية وحطها على الأونلاين. آخر خطوة، وإن شاء الله if you have any question after that you can ask. Set up a workstation or a place. And I know this is a challenge, and I know this is a problem for families that they have bigger number of kids. Very hard إنه يكون في place أو في chair or for a table. Do your best. اعمل like do rotation. بس أهم thing إنه kids find a place where he studies. Good quiet place, a good learning environment. The kids can really show to meet his teacher face to face or his peers face to face, as we said before, quiet place so they can learn from each other. أنا بحكي إنه يجب تزويد البيئة التعليمية الصحية السليمة الهادئة بعيد عن الإزعاج للطالب اللي يتمكن منها يستمع لمعلمه ويستمع لدروس المعلم وحتى يكون قادر على الاستيعاب وعلى الفهم والتفكير كما هو في الظروف العادية. إذا أمكن، إذا لم يمكن فأعانكم الله، يعني إحنا ما نقدر نلزمكم بأكثر من هيك. إنه إذا كان عندك مثلا طفل 3 أطفال أو 4 أطفال في بيت صغير وكذا، هذا لكل إنسان عذره، وإن شاء الله ربنا يعني things getting better and we come back to classrooms in the nearest future. And if you have any question regard to problems also with your kids at home, please reach to us. We have social worker, we have counselors, we have administrator, they have experience, and they will help you. Mr. Sharafuddin, if there is any questions for parents from Star International Academy, I would appreciate that.
Yes, Dr. Abed, there's no questions right now. We'd like to let the parents know, as they know always, that the school, you can reach out to the school at any time. هناك سؤال من قصي حسين: أنا بسأل عن أي شيء ما بعرفه وكل المعلمين والمكتب بيساعدوني. شكرا للجميع.
شكرا حبيبي. أنا جاهزين والله من we are in the office from 7 o'clock until 4:15, sometimes more. We are there here to help you and serve you guys, all of you.
So I just displayed on the screen.
Yes, please guys, if you have any kind of a question, there is about enrollment or about here is the phone number. Here is also all the information, 313-724-8990, and also my extension is 105. Please reach to me. I will be so happy to call you back.
Thank you, Dr. Abed, and thanks for our parents. Let me see. Okay, there's a question about how to reset Power School. We're going to start now the presentation about Power School, so just hold on with me for a few seconds. Thank you, Dr. Abed. Any other notes before we end?
If you have any question recorded, please let me know, then I will reach them back.
Okay, thank you, Doctor, and we'll see you again.
Good afternoon, parents. Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, dear parents, welcome again to this special broadcast, family engagement broadcast about Power School Parent Portal. We're going to go over the Parent Portal today, how to sign in, how to reset your access, and what can you do there this information will be recorded. It will be posted on Facebook and YouTube, so you can go back to it or share it with those parents who need it at any time. Let me prepare the presentation, share the screen with you. All right, so as you know, that the system that the school uses to record grades, to record attendance, called basically the school information system, SIS. It's used to record grades, to record attendance, to record interventions, all kind of information related to the child, following up with their grades, with the requirements, with the classes, with their schedule, etc. Uses this one system for all these aspects of school management, grade management, and class management. This system that we use is called Power School. Now, this system actually has a portal for the parents that parents can actually have access to, and that's one of the great things about this portal. النظام الذي تستخدمه المدرسة للتفاعل مع لتسجيل الحضور ولتسجيل العلامات وأيضا تنظيم جدول الحصص يسمى باور سكول. وهذا الجهاز وهذا النظام، هذا التطبيق الذي تستخدمه المدرسة لكل مجالات إدارة شؤون الطفل في المدرسة، الطالب في المدرسة، له بوابة إلكترونية للأهالي. يمكن لولي الأمر أن يدخل ويطلع على بعض التفاصيل المتعلقة بولده في هذا النظام. اليوم سوف نتكلم حول كيف يمكن أن تحصلوا على هذا التطبيق وعلى الدخول فيه، وأيضا استخدامه لمتابعة علامات وأداء طفلك الأكاديمي في المدرسة. This presentation apparently will be presented in Arabic and English, so please be patient with me as I translate back and forth. Thank you. So Power School, it's a part of the Power School Unified Home Solution. It's Power School mobile application. It helps families engage in their child's learnings. It gives you instant access to grades, scores, performance, registration, course content, attendance, school information, and more. Real-time notification mean that parents and families stay connected to their child's school progress no matter where they are. هذا التطبيق يسمح لك بالحصول على المعلومات مباشرة من هذا التطبيق. يعني إذا غاب الولد عن صف معين سوف تحصل على notification. إذا كان لديك هذا التطبيق على الهاتف سوف تحصل على notification على الهاتف مباشرة عندما يسجل هذا الغياب. يعني مجرد أن يضغط الأستاذ سجل الغياب سوف تحصل على notification، سوف تحصل على إنذار بذلك. Once a teacher enters an attendance record, you will get notified about that. If the student is absent, if the student is present, you will not be notified as it is expected. When a grade changes, you will get notified about that. عندما تتغير علامة الطفل سوف تحصل على أيضا إنذار حول ذلك مباشرة على التطبيق إذا كنت نزلته على الهاتف. إذا كنت تستخدم فقط الكمبيوتر للدخول على هذا الجهاز فيمكنك أيضا إعداد إنذار عن طريق الإيميل. If you only use desktop or laptop to access parent portal, then you can set it up in a way that you get email notifications when a child's grade or attendance changes. But if you have the application on your phone, which we encourage you to, almost over 50% of our parents actually use the Power School application. So we want to have 100% of our parents really eventually use that application. You will get notified with push notification on your phone when this happens. We're going to go over it in more details. I'm going to be also checking on your questions. I probably will delay your questions till the end of the presentation, so be patient with me, but please feel free to put your comments on. So what does the Power School parent portal provide? It provides a real-time updates on any device, as we mentioned, instant communication, one account to view all students. So all your students, you have 4 or 5 students in the school, you'll get one. You don't have to sign out and sign in. You only sign in once and you see all your children in one platform, in one place. Also, you get push notifications for grades and attendance. Push notification means that you get a built-in on the phone, a notification, a pop-up that comes on your phone and notifies you about these changes in grades or if attendance is marked as absent. So ما هو الذي نحصل عليه عن طريق هذه البوابة الإلكترونية؟ أولا إنذارات وإعلامات عن أداء الطالب بشكل مباشر بالوقت الحقيقي. يمكن أن ترى جميع أطفالك الذين هم في المدرسة في صفحة واحدة، في دخول واحد على هذا التطبيق. ليس هناك داعي أن تسجل 5 مرات أو تطبيقات مختلفة، يعني دخول رمز دخول مختلف ل5 طلاب، كلا، بل برمز واحد تدخل وترى جميع أطفالك الذين هم في المدرسة في صفحة واحدة. ثم أيضا يمكنك أن تحصل على يعني هو يساعد على التواصل المباشر بينك وبين الأستاذ، لأنه ملاحظات الأستاذ التي يكتبها سوف تصل إليك بشكل مباشر. وثم أيضا تحصل على هذا الإنذارات المباشرة على الهاتف إذا استخدمت Power School Parent Portal on your phone على الهاتف أو الجهاز الذكي، فسوف تحصل على إنذارات مباشرة على هذا الهاتف. One parent says, on Friday nights, my son and I, we call it Pizza and Power School, where we order pizza and talk about the grades and other information visible in Power School from that week. It helps me keep involved in his education, and if he's had a tough week, he has a chance to talk about these challenges and see where I and him can help in resolving them. So يمكنك يعني نحن لا نريد هذا التطبيق أن يكون بحيث كلما تحصل على إنذار تقوم مباشرة بالاتصال أو الاجتماع مع الطفل، لأنه قد هذا يعني يسبب حالة من الضغط على الطفل في أثناء اليوم الدراسي، خاصة بما أنه نحن ندرس virtual. فنحن ننصح أنه في أثناء اليوم الدراسي أن لا يعطل الولد عن دراسته إذا أتى إنذار من حيث العلامة، أن يؤجل ذلك إلى ما بعد انتهاء الدوام حتى لا يسبب أيضا هذا الضغط على الطفل في أثناء الدوام. أما إذا أتى إنذار بعملية غياب عن الصف معين، فيمكن مراجعة الطفل أثناء الدوام، لأنه قد يكون قد نسي تسليم أو تسجيل الحضور في الصف المعين الافتراضي. نتكلم هنا عن المجال الافتراضي. هذه مثال كتبه أحد الأهالي، أنه هي تجتمع مع ابنها كل يوم جمعة لتراجع علاماته وتحديات عن طريق المعلومات التي تصلها on Power School. Power School provides you assignment information, grades, specific grades on every homework, on every assignment that the teacher enters. You see that in details, as we're going to see in more details. So there's a dashboard that you see the students' GPA, you see an overview, assignments due, you see graded assignments, you see the attendance, and also you can see the school bulletin if there's any announcements. If you pay for your meals, you can see your meal balance and if there's any fees on the meals. Most of our students receive free meals. Also, the class details helps the students take accountability for their learning with easy access to class information and grades. This is not only a way to engage you with your child, but it's also a way for the child to be informed about their grade and engaged. So if they handed in an assignment and then they find it missing on the portal, then they know to check back with their teacher, and this way they're on top of their grades. فهذا التطبيق ليس فقط يسمح للأهالي بأن يكونوا مطلعين على علامات وأداء أطفالهم في المدرسة، بل هو أيضا يسمح للطالب نفسه أن يراجع ما يكتب ويراجع علاماته ويراجع أداؤه في المدرسة. فإذا مثلا سلم أحد الواجبات ووجدها ناقصة في هذا التطبيق من علامات صفه، فحينها يكون ذلك إنذارا له ليراجع أستاذه لماذا لم يصل هذا الواجب مثلا إلى الأستاذ. So it's a way for also students to engage with their teachers. Also, there's a calendar view where you can see the assignments of the class in a calendar view, and also you can access it anywhere. So on the go, you always have that access through the mobile app. يمكنك أن ترى عن طريق بشكل مجدول أيضا الواجبات التي هي في الباور سكول. طبعا ليست كل الواجبات موجودة في الباور سكول، إنما الواجبات التي عليها علامات موجودة في الباور سكول. وفي بعض الأحيان يأخذ الطفل واجبه وثم يسجل هذا الواجب بعد أدائه. فالباور سكول ليست طريقة لمعرفة ما هي الواجبات التي ينبغي للطفل أن ينجزها. هذا شيء نرجع فيه إلى الأنظمة الأخرى مثل جوجل كلاس روم. هذا التطبيق جوجل كلاس روم وتفاعل الأستاذ مع الطالب أو الأهل عن طريق كلاس دوجو أو ريمايند. هذه الطريقة ممكن معرفة الواجبات. أما الباور سكول عادة بعد تصحيح الواجب ووضع العلامة له تراه في اللائحة، ولذلك يمكنك للمتراجع العلامة. قليلا ما يضع الأستاذ الواجب في الباور سكول قبل أداء الطالب له، ولكن هذا ممكن أيضا، ولكن بشكل عام يكون بعد إكماله. So Power School usually doesn't have homeworks that are just assigned. Usually teachers enter these into Power School after they're graded. So it's not a good place to know what homeworks do you have. You know where to get that, whatever the teacher has taught you in your classroom to get your homeworks from, whether it is Google Classroom or Class Dojo or Reminder, whatever way you have agreed with your teacher or the teacher has taught you on their class syllabus, the class system that they have. But eventually the assignment will be entered once it's graded into Power School. So it's a good opportunity for you to check on what's missing, if there's grades that needs to be corrected, if there's assignments that are missing that you want to make up. This is a way for you to engage in that process. In recent studies, 62% of parents say that they're getting daily updates on their child's homework, assignments, projects, and upcoming tests is an important communication they can use to help their child succeed in school. في إحصاء حديث 62% من الأهالي قالوا بأن الحصول على واجبات أطفالهم ونتائج امتحاناتهم بشكل يومي يساعدهم في التأكد من نجاح الأطفال في المدرسة. And this is why we are doing this. We are making sure that you're engaged in so many ways with your children to eventually increase parental involvement in a way that increases student achievement. So how can you use the education technology to improve our families' involvement in their students' education? The studies has shown that the most effective types of parent involvement are those geared towards advising or guiding students' academic decisions. Programs that successfully connect with families and community invite involvement, are welcoming, and address specific parent and community needs. So we are trying to basically let you engage in the academic process of your children. We want you to know what they're struggling with. If your child took a group of tests in math and there's one test that they didn't do very well on, you can see from the topic and description of that test, because that's something that you can see at Power School, what help they need, and you can follow up with them. And there is always an opportunity to make up tests, to make up homeworks, there is tons of ways for a child to improve their grade. We want every child to succeed. You just have the child and you have to follow up with the teacher and ensure that the student is trying to improve and get some help and support needed for any weakness. The school has tons of resources that you can go back to. فهذه التكنولوجيا تتيح للأهالي أن يكونوا أكثر اتصالا وعلى تماس دائم مع أطفالهم من حيث النجاح الأكاديمي. فإذا لاحظ ولي الأمر أن الطالب مقصر في نوع من في فصل من فصول الدراسة أو في مادة من مواد الدراسة التي يدرسها، يمكن أن يعني يلاحق هذا الموضوع بشكل مبكر، فيحصل الطفل على المساعدة التي يحتاج إليها بشكل مبكر ويمكنه تحسين علاماته في الصف. هناك دائما فرص لتحسين العلامة. إذا حصل الطالب على علامة مثلا سيئة على أحد الامتحانات، هذا ليس مهما بقدر ما أن نعرف ما هي نقاط الضعف التي يريد الطالب أن يقويها، لأنه هو هذا الهدف من كل الامتحانات. الامتحان هدفه هو التقييم حتى يحصل الطالب على ما يحتاجه من مساعدة وتعليم زائد في المادة. ثم ممكن أن هناك طرق الأستاذ ممكن أن يشرحها في تقوية العلامة. العلامة ممكن دائما أن تحسن، ليس هناك إشكال في ذلك. المهم أن يحصل الطالب عن طريق المساعدات والفرص الموجودة في المدرسة على كل ما يحتاجه أكاديميا. So we have the mobile app, we have the parent portal, you have instant messaging, translation feature. So Power School has translation feature, which we'll talk about. and automatic notifications. These all are aspects of PowerSchool Parent Portal that will help you engage with your child's education. ففي هذا التطبيق هناك تطبيق على الهاتف، هناك تطبيق على الكمبيوتر، هناك رسائل مباشرة، هناك ترجمة، يمكنك إعداد هذا التطبيق باللغة العربية وسوف نتكلم حول ذلك، وأيضا هناك إنذارات أوتوماتيكية. فهذه الطرق جميعها توفرها هذا التطبيق لإشراككم في المستوى الدراسي للطالب. Constant connectivity via smartphones, tablets, and computers makes so much information available right at your fingertips, and parents have the same expectations for their child's academic performance. يعني سوف تكون مرتاح عندما تحصل على هذا الهاتف، على هذا التطبيق الذي ترى فيه جميع علامات طفلك في نظرة واحدة ودائما في يدك. وإذا حصل الطالب على مثلا انخفضت علامته في مادة معينة سوف تحصل على هذا الإنذار، فيمكن أن تراجع الطالب وتساعده. إذا حصل الطالب على علامة أفضل يمكنك أن تشجعه وتشكره يعني وتحييه على هذا حتى يتشجع الطالب. So it gives you peace of mind that you are connected with what your child is doing in school. You are not blind to as what's your performance of your kid in school. So this gives you the opportunity to do that. And I forgot what I said in English and Arabic, so I'm gonna go to the next slide. Students and parents are in tune with their academic progress because the amount of information available to them is unbelievable. You're gonna get so much information that it's gonna help you really. It will help you engage with your students. Okay, so let's go to the real part, the part of the practical part. I mean, the part of how to actually access Parent Portal. So there's two ways to access Parent Portal, either through your smartphone or through the computer. So if you use the computer to access Parent Portal, it's very easy. All you have to do is go to hes.powerschool.com. Let me type this for you in the comments. And we're gonna go over that in a second. And the second way is through the smartphone. If you want to use the smartphone, all you have to do is go to iTunes, or if you have Android, Google Play, and download the PowerSchool mobile app. Just look for PowerSchool, this word over here, PowerSchool, and you will be able to basically find it and download it. It's a free app you can download. And I listed the links directly in the first comments, so you can scroll back to the comments and just click on the link. So parent access, how do you access your children? So once you enter, we're gonna go over in details the process of really logging in and having access. So you need to have an access code, and you need to have a password, a temporary password. So for the new parents, you will receive a letter very soon, within 1 to 2 weeks. You should be receiving, if I want to be on the safe side, I'll say 1 to 3 weeks. Within 1 to 3 weeks, you'll be receiving a letter with the access codes to your child. You'll receive actually a mail letter. You will find it in your mailbox, and this letter will have your access codes and passwords for each one of your children. For the returning parents, the access doesn't go away. Let me take off this so you can see it good. So for the parent access, for the returning parents, the access doesn't change. If you are already signed up from last year, you continue to see your child's, this year's grades is going to be automatically updated in your phone. But if you lost access for any reason, this is the way you reset this access. We developed a little automatic chat that you can use, and let me post also for you. This is the basically the little form that you fill that requests to reset your access, and it asks you if whether you want to reset it by email or mail, whether you want to receive a letter by mail with the access codes, or you want to receive an email. Now, the reason this process is, happens this way is because we have to verify that you're actually the parent of the child. So if you put an email, we're going to make sure that that email is in PowerSchool and it matches you as the parent of that child. We don't want to give access to not to a parent. So we want to make sure that you're the parent of the child. So it goes through a verification, and then we send you back your access codes. I think I've seen a question here. What's the district code? The district code, you will see it. Okay, we'll get you the district code in a second. Usually you'll see it when you access PowerSchool using the parent portal, okay, on the desktop, not on the app. So once you access it on the desktop, it will give you the district code. So when you go to the application, you'll enter that district code. But if you don't have it, that's fine. I will give it to you in a second. Let me give it to you right now. Okay, your district code is, I'm going to write it on the, I'm going to display it on the screen. It's not something I want to leave in the comments because I don't want it to be there. Okay, so that's the answer. Okay, I think I've left it enough. All right, let's watch together the PowerSchool for Parents tutorial. It's a short video to show you how to sign in via desktop, a few minutes, and then we're going to see another video how to sign up using the mobile application. Okay, I think you're not hearing the video, so let me make sure that you also are hearing the sound. So let me share this again.
PowerSchool, the most widely used student information system in K-12 education.
PowerSchool offers access to both parents and students. A parent or student can access PowerSchool through a browser such as Chrome, Safari, Explorer, or Firefox. Additionally, parents and students can load a free mobile app to their iOS or Android device. Parents can access information such as their child's schedule, class information, term grades, attendance, assignments, assignment detail, including linked content. And parents can access all of their children through one app. Multiple guardians can set up their accounts so that a single account does not have to be shared by all parents. Through a simple entry of parent and student information, a student is tied to a parent account. Many different types of guardians can establish access, and several students can be tied to the parent's account. When logging into PowerSchool, the parent or student can select a language from the language menu. The interface displays the chosen language, allowing the user to experience PowerSchool in that language. Once logged into PowerSchool, parents have access to all of their children. Clicking on each child results in a display of information related to that child's grades, attendance, and other information. The grades and attendance screen contains real-time information, Assignments and scores entered in the teacher's.
So just before we continue, can you hear me? Can you nod, Mr. Taqush, if you can hear me? You can't hear me? Can you hear me? Okay. This is, for example, you'll see your different kids in the school in this corner. You see where my cursor is? This is your different kids will be over here. You'll click on the tab to see each different child. And just before this slide, it talked about choosing the language. One of these languages actually is Arabic. So you can choose the Arabic language, and all this will display to you in Arabic. Let's continue.
Gradebook automatically update in this screen. Clicking on a grade results in a detailed view of all assignments, projects, tests, and quizzes. Here, a chapter test is listed in the test category, and the score has been entered by the teacher. If the teacher has entered an assignment description or link to content, the name of the assignment is clickable. The assignment description opens and any linked content can be accessed. Clicking on the icon in the left margin brings the parent back to the grades and attendance page, where the page can be printed as a report. All of the screens can be printed in this way. Clicking the printer icon opens the print dialog, where the report can be printed or opened as a PDF. Finally, the parent can email any teacher from this page. The parent's email application opens and a message can be sent, perhaps with an attachment for an upcoming field trip. While parents and students can easily access data by viewing it through a browser, occasionally there's a need or desire to have a printed report. The printer feature provides the option to generate a printed report from any of the screens. Areas of special interest might include a schedule of assignments, attendance history, progress reports, and historical grade information. Accessing data within PowerSchool's clean interface is easy. Through the icons on the left, a parent can access a number of intuitive pages and features. The grade history page contains final course grades that have been stored by a school administrator and are part of the historical student record. The attendance history page contains attendance for the entire term. It's easy to identify any possible attendance issues in a glance. Attendance codes appear here immediately after attendance has been submitted by a teacher or an administrator. The students' courses are listed in the first column, and the weeks and days are listed at the top. The bottom of the page includes an attendance code legend. Each of the children in a parent account might have different attendance codes, since each school can have unique attendance setup. If a parent would like to receive automatic emailed reports from PowerSchool, email notification can be configured. It's as simple as selecting the reports from the list. A detailed report showing assignment scores for each class and a detailed report of attendance might be chosen. Selecting the frequency tells the system how often to send the reports, and the parent can enter email addresses for others to receive them. These settings can be applied to all of the children in the account. If any of the reports are needed immediately, the Send Now option can be selected, and a click of Submit tells PowerSchool to send them now. The school can issue messages to parents and students through the School Bulletin feature. Notice that school announcements can be selected here. Additionally, the School Bulletin icon provides access.
Dear parents, notice that you can set your attendance notification by email to daily. So I have set mine for weekly. I get emails on Monday for each one of my children with their attendance and all their grades, every class, the grades, the details. But you can set it to be daily, and you'll get every day an email with attendance and performance. So you can set that up daily, weekly, monthly, however you like.
Access to view the school announcements in the interface. An important aspect of the system is the ability to extend what is offered to parents. Through custom configuration, additional tools and screens can be made available. For instance, the district could add access to a student schedule, conduct incidents, and a data update page. This schedule shows the courses as they align with days, periods, and terms. The discipline screen shows conduct incidents with just a few details. More information could be displayed if needed. Finally, the demographic change page is an example of a custom screen created to allow parents to update predefined fields. This page could include emergency contact data and other student information the school would like to collect. Thank you for taking the time to tour parent and student access in PowerSchool. Hopefully, you enjoyed experiencing the easy-to-use interface and got a taste of what exists within its rich feature set.
PowerSchool, the most widely used student information system in K-12 education.
Thank you, and we'd like to welcome Mr. Taqush to the broadcast. He's the Family Engagement Liaison and the Dean of Students at Universal Learning Academy, and Miss Mary Ali from Universal Academy, also Dean of Students and Family Engagement Liaison. We are going to see now, also a few minutes, just how to use your PowerSchool mobile app. Please, if you have any questions, list them in the comment section.
Logging into the mobile app couldn't be easier. First, make sure you have a parent account for your school or district's PowerSchool site. If you don't have an account, you can go to your PowerSchool site that's given to you by that district, select the Create Account tab, and then click the Create Account button. On this screen, you'll go ahead and enter in your information. You can choose your own username and password. And then as you scroll down, you'll start to enter your children that you would like to link to your parent account. There's room for up to 7 children. And if you have more than 7 children, once you log in, there's the ability to add more to your account. You will need both the access ID and access password that's supplied by your PowerSchool school or district. That's not something that PowerSchool, the company, can provide. That comes from your local school. So you would use those credentials to create your account and link your children to your account and what your relationship is to your child or children. Once you've signed into your parent account, look on the left-hand navigation bar, scroll down below the buttons, and you should find a district code for your PowerSchool server. That's the code you'll need to enter in our next step as we show you the mobile app and signing in. All right, let's start using our mobile app. We'll begin by launching PowerSchool Mobile. When you open the mobile app, you'll see the location where you enter the district code. Once you've done that, you should get a green check mark. I'm using a fake or pretend code for demonstration's sake, so I get a red X because it doesn't match an existing code for a real district server. But when you enter your real district code, you should get a green check mark. At that point, you can go ahead and enter the username and password that you created on the web portal for your own account, and go ahead and tap Sign In. Now that you've signed into the mobile app, you should see the dashboard. Depending on how many children are linked to your account, you may see arrows left and right, and you can simply swipe to move between your different children. When you swipe between children, no matter what screen you're on, it will go ahead and switch between your children for that screen. For example, if I click on grades and I'm on the grade screen for my child and I want to switch to see my other child, it will stay on the grades screen. So let's talk about navigation. From the dashboard, you can see your current marking period and courses for your child. Your school or district will determine which columns appear on the screen. They may show a single grading period, or they may choose to show multiple grading periods. The next screen is the grade screen. On the grade screen, as you can see, there are 3 subtabs: Final Grades, Standards, and Citizenship, which will allow you to choose between these 3 different views of your child's grades. Here on the Final Grade screen, we would see final grades for a particular marking period. In this case, we're seeing quarter 1 in our demonstration information here. You can scroll through that information and look through, or tap in to see the assignments that make up each of those final grades. We'll tap on the back button. So we can go from the dashboard to grades. If we would like to see a list of assignments, this will go ahead and show you current assignments. This will be in a reverse chronological order with the current date towards the top, so your students' most recent assignments at the top, and then going back historically before that as you scroll down the page and look at your other assignments. Finally, we have the attendance tab, where you can see your child's attendance organized and sorted in the same way from the most recent to the past. There's one final button at the bottom of the screen, and that's the More option. When you select More, there are several other screens of information that you can pull up and view for your child or children. Some of these screens will apply to all of your children all at a single time, like the live feed. From the live feed, you can see everything that's happening with your children, regardless of classes. So it will show you all activities around assignments or attendance for all of your children, all on one screen. You can also review your student's schedule, any fees they may owe the school if the school is tracking those fees in PowerSchool. Go directly to a list of your children's teachers. So once again, we can switch between our children if we want to do so. And from here, we could go ahead and click into a particular teacher and see their information, their contact information, which classes they are currently teaching your child in. And this will sort of loop all the way back to being able to drill down to the course and going back into the course grade and the assignments for that course. And you can see that this brings us back to the dashboard view if you would like to do so. If we go back to the More screen, there are other screens of information here, announcements, the school calendar, school maps, if one has been added by your school or district, and the ability to go ahead and log out and also look at your settings. From the settings page, there are several things that you can do. If you'd like to enable a passcode lock so that you have to enter a code before you can get into the app, that's something you can do because the app is designed to remember your username and password, so you do not have to enter it every time you run the app. You may wish to add the security of a passcode lock to get into the application once you're in your phone. You can decide which notifications you would like to enable or disable in the mobile app. So if you would like to receive a notification, if there's a change to your students' final grades or attendance, you can receive those in real time from the PowerSchool server. You can also see a reference of your list of attendance codes being used by your school. So if you see an attendance code you don't understand or recognize, you can come to this screen and it will go ahead and list all the attendance codes in use at your child's school. You even have the ability to replace the photo that's in the app with one of your own pictures or refresh from the server if you think it might be an old photo in the app compared to what's on your school's server. You also have the ability to change your child's name to a preferred name. So if your school or district is using a formal legal name, but within your own app, you'd like to see your own child referred to by the preferred name that you use, you can go ahead and enter that, and the application will then use that name instead of the legal name coming from your school or district's PowerSchool server. And a variety of other options. So for example, the grade trending, if you do not wish to see the up and down arrows when your child's grades change since the last time you opened the application, you can go ahead and disable those as well. You can even, if we go back to the More screen, if you would like any of these icons to appear at the bottom, you can go ahead and tap on the Edit button and then drag and drop the different icons into the bottom, replacing the grades, assignment, or attendance buttons with any of the buttons that you see on the screen, if that would be your preference. So the app provides easy navigation from the dashboard. You can see, again, a nice summary of all of your child's classes, teachers, and current grades. You can tap on those grades to go into the class and see the assignment detail behind each of those grades. As we look at an assignment, if there are assignment details, or if the teacher has entered a comment for the score on an assignment for your child, you can see that here as well. And you even have a share button. So if it's a great grade that you would love to share with your friends on Facebook or Twitter, you can go ahead and tap one of those icons if you have those active on your phone and go ahead and share the great news with all of your friends on your children's achievements. So that's a quick review of the PowerSchool mobile app. We hope you've enjoyed this tour. Thank you.
All right, thank you for following up with us this video. So if you have any questions, please type them in the comments section. We will be answering them momentarily. This is the contact information also for the school. And by that, we reach to the end of our presentation. Ms. Ali, Mr. Taqoush, would you like to say anything before we get to the questions?
Yes.
Go ahead, please.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, so as you can see, this app is very important, and parents should have it on their devices, cell phone devices. Most of the parents should have it. So if any of the parents don't have it till now, I recommend they request it as soon as possible from the school. They can go on the app, or they can call the office, send an email. كتير مهمة هيدي الاب تكون موجودة عند الأهالي، خصوصا على الهاتف، الجهاز الهاتف تاعولن، لأنه فيها كتير ميزات. واحدة منهم إنه they can check الاتندنس، الحضور تاعول أولادهم hour by hour، خصوصا نحن عم نحكي كمان أكثر شيء بالنسبة للصفوف اللي هن middle school high school، كتير مهم الاتندنس ساعة بساعة. في عنا كمان بالنسبة للجريدز، العلامات، كمان في يشوفوا علامات أولادهم. السكادجول بالنسبة للصفوف تاعول أولادهم. كتير شغلات يعني بتساعد كتير. منه الأهالي يكون إذا عندهم أي سؤال ممكن يشوفوه على الآب قبل ما يتصلوا بالمدرسة، يعني استفسار. بنفس الوقت كمان نقدر إنه نتساعد مع بعض المدرسة والأهل لحتى نقدر نساعد الأولاد إنه يوصلوا لبر الأمان، يعني بالنسبة للتعليم والحضور.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Taqoush. We're approaching the end of our time. Ms. Ali, would you like to say something?
Just a follow up with Mr. Taqoush. It's a great app for the parents, especially when it comes to their attendance or any other questions, and they could always call the school. We can help them out with it and everything. Even if they still don't understand to download it, we could go step by step and also refer to the broadcast that we just had. And everyone stay safe out there, and hopefully we'll see our students back in our schools, hopefully.
Thank you, Ms. Ali. And for the questions that you've asked, how to reset my PowerSchool login, I think we've displayed the way to do that. You can go to this link, and we've posted it in the comments. If you are a new parent, you will receive a letter by mail, so if you can just be patient with that. But if you have an urgent need for it, you don't want to wait, or you are an existing parent but you lost your access, you can go to this link, and a little chat bot will basically help you through filling the form. What's the district code? We answered that. Can I get the district code? We answered that. The district code, I'm displaying it here again. But usually you'll see it if you log into your PowerSchool portal from a desktop, because you need to register on a desktop, create an account if this is your first time, and then you get the district code from it and you use it in the application. But anyway, to make your life easier, it is here. It is displayed here.
Mr. Sharafuddin, that's also like a good suggestion, because so many parents they thought that if they get the paper from the school, they can log in right away on their cell phone. And instruction, they said that they have to go first on a laptop and set up the accounts and put all their kids. Then the following step, they can just use the username and password that they created to log in on their cell phone after they download the app on their either iPhone or Android device.
Right. Okay. With that, I think there was one more question. It's not related to this, but it says that التعليم جدا قليل الوقت، يا ريت يكون الوقت أطول. Please give your feedback. We welcome your feedback. Please give your feedback directly to your school. We would, your school would love to hear your feedback on that. So please call your relative school and inform them about that. Thank you very much, and stay safe. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Mr. Taqoush. Thank you, Ms. Ali. And
Thank you,
we'll
Mr.
see you
Shafik.
again in the next
You're welcome.
Friday Family Engagement broadcast. Have a great weekend.